Buying a Tudor instead of Omega should be easy, but thousands of buyers get this decision completely wrong. Not because one brand makes bad watches, but because they're asking the wrong question. Today, we're putting Tudor head-to-head with Omega rivals to answer the question that actually matters. Which watch will you still love after the honeymoon phase is over? Let's crank the crown.
The Tudor Monarch, $5,875. The Monarch isn't the kind of watch that tries to win you over in the first 30 seconds. In fact, that's almost the point. The beautifully restrained dial, crisp applied markers, and elegantly proportioned stainless steel case reveal themselves slowly, like a perfectly tailored suit you appreciate more every time you wear it. Inside beats Tudor's manufacture automatic movement, built for dependable, everyday ownership rather than spec sheet theatre. It feels solid, refined, and reassuringly overbuilt. But here's what no reviewer tells you. 6 months later, you'll either admire its quiet confidence or wish you'd bought something with a little more personality. This is for the buyer who values understatement over attention. If that's you, the Monarch won't just age well, it'll grow on you. If any of these watches catch your attention, you'll find links below to exquisite timepieces, a trusted partner I've personally bought from and confidently recommend. They're an authorized dealer for leading luxury watch brands, so you can browse with confidence knowing you're getting genuine watches backed by manufacturer warranties. If you'd like to check current availability, you'll find the links in the description. The Omega Aquaterra 150M Turquoise, $7,400. The Aquaterra has a very different philosophy. It wants to impress you immediately, and somehow it never feels like it's trying too hard. That turquoise dial is vibrant without becoming loud, while the beautifully finished 38mm case strikes one of the best balances between sport, misuse, elegance in modern watchmaking. Beneath the sapphire caseback sits Omega's METAS-certified coaxial caliber 8800, offering a 55-hour power reserve, exceptional anti-magnetic resistance, and the kind of engineering you genuinely notice over years of ownership. This is the watch that quietly adapts to almost every situation, from boardroom to beach. Yes, it costs considerably more than the Tudor, but if versatility is what you're paying for, every dollar starts making sense. This isn't just easy to own, it's remarkably difficult to outgrow. The first mistake buyers make is assuming this round is about finishing, movements, or brand prestige. It isn't. It's about the kind of owner you want to become. The Monarch rewards patience. The longer you own it, the more you appreciate its quiet restraint. The Aquaterra wins you over immediately, and somehow keeps doing it years later through sheer versatility. If you want understated luxury that asks nothing of you except good taste, buy the Tudor. But if you want one watch that can genuinely do almost everything, I'd stretch the budget and buy the Omega. That's the difference between buying a beautiful watch and buying your last everyday watch. The Tudor Pelagos Ultra, $6,900. The Pelagos Ultra is what happens when Tudor's engineers stop asking, "Do people need this?" and start asking, "Can we build it anyway?" This titanium beast feels astonishingly light on the wrist, yet every surface screams purpose. The matte finish shrugs off daily wear, while the oversized lume and 1,000 meters of water resistance border on glorious overkill. Inside beats Tudor's METAS-certified manufacture caliber M T5612-U, delivering a 65-hour power reserve, exceptional anti-magnetic resistance, and the kind of precision you'd expect from a watch built for extremes. Here's the funny part. Almost nobody buying this will ever test even 10% of its capability. But that's exactly why people love it. If over-engineering makes you smile every time you glance at your wrist, I'd confidently spend my own money on the Pelagos Ultra. The Omega Seamaster Diver 300M, $6,700. The Seamaster takes a completely different approach. Where the Tudor feels like professional equipment, the Omega feels like luxury that just happens to be able to dive. That rich green ceramic bezel and matching wave pattern dial constantly change personality under different light, making the watch feel alive on the wrist. The 42mm case wears comfortably thanks to its curved lugs, while the METAS-certified coaxial caliber 8800 brings a 55-hour power reserve, industry-leading anti-magnetic resistance, and silky smooth, everyday reliability. But here's what surprised me after spending time with this watch. You don't admire it because it's capable. You admire it because it's beautiful. If you want a dive watch, you'll actually look forward to wearing every single day, not just talking about. The Seamaster makes an incredibly convincing argument. This is where buyers often confuse capability with ownership satisfaction. The Pelagos Ultra is objectively the more serious tool watch. It's tougher, lighter, and engineered to survive adventures most of us will only watch on YouTube. The Seamaster asks a different question. How often are you actually diving? And how often are you simply living your life? If you want the most capable dive watch anywhere near this price, buy the Pelagos Ultra. But if you want the watch you'll happily wear to the office, dinner, vacation, and yes, even the occasional dive, the Omega is the smarter purchase. Don't buy capability you'll never use, when what you really wanted was versatility. The Tudor Black Bay Chrono 39, $6,725. The new yellow dial Black Bay Chrono has absolutely no interest in blending in. And honestly, that's exactly why I love it. The moment that vibrant dial catches the light, this watch stops being a chronograph and starts becoming a conversation. Beneath all that personality sits serious engineering. A compact 39mm steel case, 200 meters of water resistance, screw-down pushers, and Tudor's COSC certified manufacture caliber MT5813. With its column wheel, vertical clutch architecture, and 70-hour power reserve, this movement is the kind of mechanical muscle enthusiasts genuinely appreciate. But here's the ownership reality. If you buy this, expect strangers to notice it before fellow collectors do. It's confident, playful, and refreshingly unapologetic. If you want a chronograph that makes every glance at your wrist feel like Friday afternoon, this is the Tudor I'd buy. The Omega Speedmaster. First Omega in space, $8,900. The FOIS doesn't need a loud dial to get your attention. It has something far more powerful, a story that collectors already know by heart. Inspired by the very first Omega worn in space, it captures the elegance of early Speedmasters with beautifully symmetrical proportions and a wonderfully restrained grey-blue dial. The 39.7mm case wears with vintage charm, while inside beats the manually wound coaxial master chronometer caliber 3861, delivering a 50-hour power reserve, METAS certification, and exceptional anti-magnetic performance. Every morning you wind it, you're reminded this isn't just another luxury watch, it's a daily ritual. Yes, it asks more from you than the Tudor, but in return, it gives you something very few watches ever can. A genuine emotional connection to one of watchmaking's greatest stories. This might be the hardest decision in the entire video. On paper, the Tudor is probably the better value. It's automatic, tougher, more colourful, and built to handle almost anything. But watches aren't bought on paper. The FOIS gives you something the Tudor simply can't manufacture: history. Every time you wind it, you're participating in a story that began long before you owned it. If you want the chronograph that delivers the biggest smile every weekend, buy the Tudor. But if you've always dreamed of owning an icon you'll never stop talking about, stretch the budget and buy the Omega. Sometimes the smarter purchase isn't the one with better specs, it's the one you'll never regret chasing. If you like calm, honest watch advice, hit subscribe. The Tudor Black Bay 58 Burgundy, $5,350. The Black Bay 58 Burgundy might just be Tudor's most complete modern watch. Everything feels intentional. The rich burgundy bezel adds just enough personality without becoming flashy, while the 39mm case wears with the effortless proportions that made vintage dive watches legendary. Inside beats Tudor's METAS certified manufacture caliber MT5400U, delivering a 65-hour power reserve, impressive anti-magnetic resistance, and the kind of accuracy that quietly disappears into everyday life. It isn't trying to reinvent the dive watch, it's trying to perfect it. And honestly, it's getting dangerously close. Here's the ownership reality. You'll probably wear this more than you expected. It slips under a cuff, looks fantastic with jeans, and never feels like it's demanding attention. If versatility is your priority, this is one of the safest Tudor purchases you can make today.
The Omega Seamaster Diver 007 Edition, $11,300. The Bond Seamaster is the watch people buy with their hearts, then spend years convincing themselves it was the logical decision. Thankfully, it's easier than you'd think. The lightweight titanium case transforms the wearing experience, while the tropical brown dial and bezel give it the warmth of a watch that's already lived a remarkable life. Inside is Omega's METAS-certified coaxial caliber 8806, offering a 55-hour power reserve, exceptional anti-magnetic resistance, and rock-solid everyday reliability. Every detail feels purposeful, from the vintage-inspired mesh bracelet to the absence of a date window. Yes, it's expensive, very expensive, but here's what no spec sheet can measure. Every time you fasten it, it feels like you're putting on an adventure. If a watch is allowed to be irrational, this one earns that privilege. When this channel reaches 10,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away this brand new Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. I'll publish a dedicated giveaway video with all the details once we get there. This giveaway is my way of giving back to the watch community that supports this channel. Entry will be free, and one eligible entrant will be selected at random. This round perfectly explains why buying watches isn't purely logical. The Black Bay 58 is the sensible choice. It's more affordable, wonderfully versatile, mechanically outstanding, and I'd recommend it to almost anyone shopping in this price range. The Bond Seamaster isn't trying to be sensible, it's trying to make you feel something. If you want maximum value and one of the safest luxury watch purchases under $6,000, buy the Tudor. But if you've been thinking about the Bond for months and you're simply looking for permission, you probably already know which watch belongs on your wrist. Sometimes the biggest regret isn't overspending. It's buying the sensible watch while secretly wishing you'd chosen the one you couldn't stop thinking about. So, after 4 rounds, who wins? Tudor or Omega? Wrong question. And that's exactly why so many buyers end up with a watch they slowly fall out of love with. If you're about to spend $5,000, $7,000, or even $10,000 on a luxury watch, don't start with the logo. Start with yourself. Ask what you actually value once the honeymoon phase is over, because that's when the real ownership experience begins. Tudor builds watches that quietly earn your respect. They're honest, beautifully engineered, and often represent some of the smartest money in modern watchmaking. Omega plays a different game. It combines incredible engineering with history, emotion, and just enough romance to make you stretch your budget without feeling guilty. So here's my advice. If you value understated confidence, exceptional value, and letting the watch speak softly, buy the Tudor. If you value heritage, versatility, and a watch that still gives you butterflies every time you fasten it on, buy the Omega. Neither choice is wrong. Buying the right watch for the wrong reasons is. Now I want to hear from you. Which side are you on, Tudor or Omega? Let me know in the comments below. And if one of these watches has been whispering to you, I've linked them below through an authorized dealer I trust, so you get the full manufacturer warranty and none of the grey market trouble. If you made it this far, please subscribe. And if you like this video, you should watch this next one on the screen because you might like it as well.